what does good health means to you? And do you think it looks different for people with different abilities? Do you think our healthcare system is truly accessible for persons with different abilities?
I don't think it is truly accessible for anybody.
What is one health challenge persons with different abilities may face that society often ignores?
I believe that's mental health. Mental health is something which, for them, I don't believe society often considers at all.
Today, on World Health Day, we are stepping out to address a simple yet powerful question. Is health, the administering and the treatment of healthcare, is it truly equal? Health is more than just the absence of illness. It's also about accessibility, dignity, and support. But do our healthcare systems and society really ensure this equality for all? Treatment for elders, access to health for young, and the definition of health for people with different abilities. Is it really equal? Join us as we hear real voices and real perspectives on what health really is. This is Boldly Unfiltered, where conversations spark change. Join the conversation, share your thoughts, and let's rethink what health means for everyone. Ready? Let's begin.
For me, health doesn't look different to different abilities, because health is a standard thing. Like if you are at ease with your body, you will be always in a good health, whatever the abilities you have. Until unless you are showing restriction towards your body, you will never be in a good health. So for me, it's like a single thing for everyone, like who understand their body, accept their abilities, and work according to the things happening in our life, irrespective of not accepting it, asking people to show some empathy or sympathize it, or want some uh, like uh, I would say accountability to take responsibilities of someone else's abilities. But that is not the correct way. So whatever is given by the god to you, you have to accept it. You have to make ease with this abilities, and you have to run your life. So I would say the health is a very standard thing for everyone. Probably you can see I'm a very fit person. I have all the things like hands, my legs are working properly, but my mind is literally not working properly. So I am the disabled person. So it's not about any part of the body, it's about the wholeness, what you feel about yourself.
Good health. See, for me, yeah, for everybody, good health differs. So I'm not going to talk about like if what it is going to mean for a person with different abilities.
Of course, it's going to be completely different. But for me also, I do not feel very good sometimes. I do not feel like even waking up sometimes. So for me, good health means that getting out of the bed on a daily basis without having to um, worry about how my day is going to look like, and not having to stress over a lot of things. And I think that is mostly what it is for persons with different abilities as well, not having to stress over everything.
So I believe that a good health is a healthy person is someone who can do his or her daily chores, without any disruption, without any difficulty. Maybe a small thing, picking up a glass to, probably do a trek, on daily basis. So it depends, because different people have different jobs. So I think that if you're able to do your daily activities without any hindrance, without any problem, that is something which is you're blessed with. So you're blessed with good health. I can't even imagine, how a person with a different ability would be dealing, on daily basis. It is very difficult for people like us who are, who are little blessed, and who have got, your all your body organs and intact. You're blessed with a healthy mind. So I think not everyone is that privileged, and so of course it is difficult, even to imagine that how the person would be dealing with a healthy lifestyle, having a disability issue as well. So of course it is different, for a special person and a normal person like us.
So I feel healthcare is not similar or provides equity to everyone, equality to everyone. So like it seems like who can afford it, right? So it is open to those. Like if you are a rich person and you are suffering from anything, any disease or any abilities, then you will get a very good treatment there. And if you're not able to pay that amount in the hospitals, because I feel the doctors and the hospitals are all are scams. They are just running a business. They are not aware or worried about the people health. They just wanted to take out the money from anybody's pocket. So I don't believe that they are doing their thing which supposed to be done, because we see uh, doctors as a god on earth, but they are all corrupted and destroyed. So I don't feel they are supporting anyone.
Our healthcare system is not approachable for a complete sector, particular sector of the society, and for the people like who it is approachable for, it is not accessible. There are a lot of things that needs to change. I believe our government has brought a lot of laws in, but for the namesake only, they have not been applied. So it's not accessible for anybody, let alone person with different abilities.
Do you want to highlight some pointers?
These days there are different, institutions, different health channels, hospitals for special ability, special children also. But I think there could be, more to achieve. If you compare it with people having a normal issue, and someone who's having already a disabled, and then who's, having a challenge in the health, maybe we really need to work on that end, is what I feel. So I think there is a lot to achieve in that area. So for me, I think healthcare system is not truly accessible for a person who is, physically disabled.
So for me, I feel that there is no any health challenge that anyone could feel, because whatever the challenge, you are born with it. You have different kind of level of abilities that you can get your work done. So I don't think like if person is feeling not able to do anything because something is missing out, I don't believe it, because I have seen people who are so much courageous and they are running their life much better than us. We have everything, but we are not able to do that, but they have very different vision and they are running their life in a very good way, though it becomes an inspiration. And how to believe on a god, like something like that. If anyone is atheist, not believing god, then also he is able to believe the uh, confidence that person has, and something is behind it that one has that confidence and able to run their life. So for me, I don't think like there is anything that I can call it as a disability.
I believe that's mental health. That is mental health. Mental health is something which, for them, I don't believe society often considers at all. Like, imagine somebody, learning to live with a certain feeling of loss for a bit, like even people without different abilities do sometimes. But mental health is something which they need somebody to fall back on a lot of times, regarding emotions, regarding healing compatibility. But I don't think society understands that. So that is one challenge which I feel they face a lot.
Of course, I mean, there's so many challenges, getting up from the chair and going and using your washroom. For a person, a usual person, it seems to be, no big deal. But doing that activity, with someone two people holding you, and then, you're going to do your daily chores, it is not, you can't even think of what they might be going through. I mean, that is something which probably God has thought something for, and they have God has given them power, that they are actually much beyond people like us. I cannot even imagine closing my eyes and looking at things. But these people, special people, that's why they're called special, because they have got special power which we don't have, even only God has and they have. So they are actually God's children, truly God's children is what I feel. So yeah, so they face, actually they face much more challenges than a usual person. And society, yes, maybe society ignores it to a certain level.
So I feel the people who are seeking attention and approval from anyone, they are themselves like not a healthy people. They have so many of insecurities and comparison. They have enviness, or you can call it anything, but they do not have that wholeness to accept themselves. That is why they always seek attention, because any person who feels that he's a complete person given by the god or created by the nature will never ever feel this kind of thing.
I don't think mental health support gets enough attention for anybody, be it a child, be it a grown up, be it somebody with different abilities, be it for somebody who does not have different abilities, who is not going through that, or somebody with just normal some anybody running away with any disease. Mental health is not supported for any of them. It is often laughed at in our society. People do not consider mental health an issue here, which is very wrong.
Do you think mental health support for people with different abilities get enough attention? I think in today's generation, everyone is going through a mental health issue. So maybe we judge people who are already disabled, like they don't have any issues, right? We think that might be a normal person can't even think of what they might be thinking, what they are going through. A person who is actually empathetic towards them, only those set of people are able to actually guess that what they might be going through, and what how they are taking things from a child to an adult. So the mental trauma is, you can't even think of what they might be going through. So I don't think they get that attention which we get, because people, you have a preconceived notion that they are already with a different mindset, so they have to have that thing. But when a normal person like you and me, if we have a mental issue, that is addressed in a proper in a proper way. Much more attention is has been given to people like us. I don't know why, but it is my personal opinion. I don't, might be I'm wrong. Yeah. The next question, who do you think is more responsible for inclusive health, the government, hospital, society? I think each one of us plays a very important role, be it the government, the hospitals, or the society. So government and hospitals, they are very much important, but adding to which society, plays a very important role in, going through in including, such people, and behaving very normal with them, that they don't, you should not. I think we just, when we see someone special, we don't want to let them know that we are feeling little sad for them, but it is like in our emotions, which we, which probably we do special things for them. I think we should not do that. Let them be a part of our society in, in a much better way, in a way we are, so even they can feel, that there's no difference. So I think society plays a very important role in anybody's mental health, be it a usual person like us, without being, I think if we are not judgmental, it would be, we could actually play a big difference in somebody's life.
As I said earlier,
Yeah.
everything depends on money. Everything
Exactly.
is business. There is no humanity, many humans, but no humanity. So everyone wants to seek money. So that's the pattern. And I feel that there is a like drastic change in the thought process is required to understand you have a lot of money, but what's the use of that if you're not able to serve the humanity? So people are so dead, they are not aware, and the people who are doing, they are not aware, so they are following their bosses who is not able to make the society a better place. So yes, if you having a money and you are going to spend it, then you will get the services, but for the other people it is not, they are not able to make it. So for myself, what I have done to improve the system, I have just stopped going to the hospitals. I have just started meditation, good food, and exercise. I'm doing yoga on daily basis, so I feel good, and I feel that I don't need any doctor, hospitals, or anything like that. In my 5 years, whenever I get sick, I'm able to recover myself. So yeah, so that's the thing I can do.
I think I would like it more inclusive for everybody around us. Um, so I believe that there is a particular norm, a particular criteria which needs to be set for every sector, every segment of our society, every group of our society. That is not being done. The government needs to take more accountability on this, and then the hospitals need to take, the staffs need to take more accountability on this. So for the namesake, if I go to a hospital, there are just to name, there are so many features I can avail, but if I go and try and availing them, I would not be able to access them, because either they don't exist, or it is not feasible financially for people. So government needs to be held accountable. They need to take more responsibility to change the healthcare system in our country.
I would like to see a change, which I guess a mandatory change for everyone, including differently able people, because we everyone need love, and when we are sick, we need love. The love is the only source that can heal anyone, like any disease. Why diseases are coming up? Why people are sick? Because there is no love in the world. People are there, relationships are there, but there is no love. And you can buy anything, but you cannot buy love. So that is why people not able to feel loved. That is why they feel depressed. And then they create some kind of diseases, so their body is working that way, the diseases are creating. Like if we talk about the cancer is a disease which is created by the body, because you are so much stressed, no one loves you, you cannot love anyone, so that is why the diseases comes in the body. So if people are not aware about it, and we make a system where everyone is responsible to give love, right? If love is not given, then they will be punished. If there is such law, everyone is forcefully giving love, and if even though you're giving love forcefully, it always has the positive effect. So I feel if hospital, the nurses and everything, instead of taking out the money, give some love irrespective of that, then there will be very good chances that people will feel better and they recover actually in a good stage.
More inclusion by the government, more hospitals, more institutions, more psychological help, more counseling for special children, and society, of course, being non-judgmental and accepting, them as they are, and being very gentle while meeting them, and having that empathetic attitude, not sympathetic. Don't be sympathetic, just be in their shoes and just feel, but don't show them that you're feeling so sad or something. Just be normal, just stay friends with them. So I think that is something which, if we'll all do, we'll all have show a simple gesture, that would really help them grow and have be lead a normal life. So that is all I think I have to say.